had that thing, you know what I mean? What's up, everybody?
It's time for Two Wild and Crazy Dads with your hosts, the Maestro and the Bronco. It's the show that talks about the important stuff in life. Let's start the show.
What's up? Maestro here. Another Friday night. These two wild and crazy guys, dads.
Yep, that's us. We're
Hey.
wild and crazy dads.
Woo. We're kind of calm right now. Don't let that fool you. Just check out the videos. You'll see how wild and crazy we are. Today we were just a couple beach boys, though.
With good vibrations.
Very good vibrations. I felt like that was a perfect Friday song, right? All right, let's see here. I have your list. Last week we left off talking about the 90s movies, but we never really got past Adam Sandler. You had a few Jim Carrey ones. Think it was it? Think it was The Mask? Do you think it was Liar Liar? Do you think like which of those characters did he do best?
Ace Ventura.
You know, I gotta agree. I loved those movies as a kid. I saw the second one before I saw the first one, but I immediately ended up watching the first one after it. Laces in, Dan. Or laces out. Is it in or out? Shit.
Well, Fingal is Einhorn. Einhorn is Fingal.
Everybody's like spitting and throwing up, and he's in the shower all cold. Fingal is Einhorn. Einhorn is Fingal. Yeah, that was a good one.
Then when he's doing that stakeout, he's got like 20 pieces of gum in his mouth.
Oh, no. Of course, you know, that's not Snowflake. He's a shark. But, you know, honestly, I love the second one. I thought the second one was great. Like, Bumblebee Tuna, the whole Slinky bit, you know, achieving inner peace. Oh, you know. All right.
The Monopoly guy.
Shoulder, like smacking his ass. You know that thing will be wearing you. Oh man, that's a good one.
Oh, the rhino.
Oh, the rhino scene, yeah. Wow. Yeah, he's afraid of the bats, and he takes the medallion and throws it in the cave. I love the part where the dude's up on the balance beam. He's like, earthquake test, and he shakes it.
I like when he gets busted jerking it.
What part was that? Oh yeah. When she comes walking in, whatever.
Yeah.
No, Equinso Oche, whatever, White Devil.
Oh yeah, Tommy Davidson.
Nobody messes with the dew. When when he's fighting the little tiny dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's Tommy Davidson.
That's that guy's name? The little
dude?
From
When Living Color.
That's him. I never even clicked. But yeah, that was great, man. Dude comes walking out and then turns around and like all scared, opening the thing. He comes popping out. But the end when he comes running out, he's like, "What's he saying?" The guy's like, "He's saying because he had slept with her." I don't know. I just like that one. I like the bad guys. I like the whole Africa, hidden tribe village, whatever. Just I don't know. The monk meditation thing, the airplane scene where he's eating the sunflower seeds and just like buries dude's arm with him, is doing the animal mating calls, yeah, and all that stuff. See, I really liked The Mask as a kid, but I don't know.
I like Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, she was definitely hot in that. I liked Liar Liar though. I thought that was one of the better ones. Like not his best character, but like one of his better movies.
I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind?
This is what. But no, he got to do like all the other movies. He just plays an idiot, In Mask, he was a goofy guy. And Forever, he was a goofy, and Ace Ventura, he's the wild, crazy detective guy. Like, he gets a girl, but like it's not. There's no lesson. Whereas like Liar Liar, there's a lesson to it. But I gotta say, my all-time favorite Jim Carrey movie is and always will be Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
I just and they both. It's funny to see Jeff Davis play so many serious roles. How well he did playing Harry in Dumb and Dumber. Like you see him in Newsroom, or you see him in what's the movie with Keanu Reeves, Speed, right?
Yeah, he was in Speed with him.
Yeah, he was the best. He ended up getting blown up or whatever when he goes to the house. Like you see him playing these serious roles, and he does a great job playing them. But to see him as Harry, yeah. But Jim Carrey, man, Dumb and Dumber, it was brilliant. He played that role so well. Like,
So you're saying I have a chance?
Oh, yeah. So like 1 in 100, more like 1 in a million. So you're saying there's a chance? Yeah. Oh man. But no. When he keeps going to meet her at the bar, and he's like, maybe she meant PM, and he's like, oh, because he's been there drinking all day long, and just the back and forth between them, the laxative. That was a good one. But just that's just being an Aspen. Getting there was probably the funniest parts in the movie. A little kid, Petey, the bird, pretty bird, little blind kid petting a dead bird. How does he not feel the tape on the neck? The Mutt Cuts car, the van. That's the assassin people that end up with him. The dude ends up getting killed himself by eating the rat poison that he was going to put in their food. And they don't even know. They're just so stupid. Oh my god, it's just such
I've got worms. Excuse me? Yeah, that's the name of my pet store.
Yeah. just tells her, it spills the gas, and it looks like the dog thing's peeing. He's just sitting there talking to her, getting her number, and his leg's on fire. Oh man, that's such a good movie. So, what do you think of the sequel? Not this dumb one where it was like where Harry met Lloyd. The one with both of them. The sequel.
I like the end where he's all Talking about Asperger's.
Yes. You know, I have not heard the Mockingbird song without thinking of the way they sing it in the car. I have made the most annoying noise in the world so many times just for the fun of it. Yeah, they inspired me. Watching that movie as a kid, it inspired me to remain the idiot child as an adult.
Playing fucking tag in the car.
Yeah.
No
I
touch
love
pads.
no, the best is when he leaves and they're walking, like Jeff Daniels is walking down the highway, and then all of a sudden Jim Carrey comes flying up on the little motor scooter thing. And he goes, "You know, Lloyd, just when I think I can't, or when I think you can't be any more stupid, you go and totally redeem yourself."
Or when he gets robbed by the
Buddy.
old lady.
Yes. Yes. Dude, it just gets all that, wastes all that money on that junk, and then gets it locked in the newspaper stand.
All fucking riding that horse.
Yeah. Will you just watch this? Oh man. Such a good movie. I think I want to watch it tonight. I want to watch it now. Like I love it that much. Um all right, let's see what else is on your list here. We kind of talked about Mike Myers, Wayne's World and all that stuff with both Wayne's Worlds, and I mentioned what's it called, Married an Axe Murder, Austin Powers, all that, blah 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 blah. But you got Friday on your list. Man, that was a great movie. Everybody knows about Debo. Like that's staple. They deboed that shit. That became a phrase because of that movie. Like I remember in high school, like kids would be like, debo that shit, or I deboed that shit, whatever, and it was always talking about you just took it. People would be like, let me debo that cookie. Did that ever happen for y'all? Like, was that a thing?
No.
Well, it was here. Everybody loved that movie. Probably because Next Friday just come out. I think when I was in high school, that came out. The second one.
I just liked it for Miss Parker.
Parker. Great movies in the 90s. I loved him in The Fifth Element. Honestly, I just loved The Fifth Element. I think that was a great movie. I know it's
I've
not
never
quite
seen
a
it.
comedy. You never seen The Fifth Element? What?
No.
Man. Mila Jovovich, Bruce Willis, Chris Tucker, Gary Oldman. There's others I'm drawing a blank on, but it's a great movie, man. It's kind of cheesy watching it now, like with the effects and stuff, but it was then too. So just kind of keep that in mind. I just keep thinking about Dumb and Dumber. But what I was gonna say, I noticed you got Encino Man, which obviously brings to mind Pauly Shore. I loved Encino Man. I thought that was a great movie to begin with. Right?
Encino Man?
The first one? Yeah,
What's
was that
up?
the first one?
Is that his
Was
first
that
one?
his first? like
Pauly
his
Shore.
first movie, the first one that made him popular. He was in a lot of stuff in the '90s, but was that the first one that like really popped him out there?
Yeah.
Okay, because I mean, he also had Biodome. He had In the Army. He had
Son-in-Law.
Son-in-Law. That's the other one I was thinking of. He was in a bunch of stuff. He was in Goof Troop or Goofy, the Goofy movie.
Yeah, he played the lead in Power Tower of Pisa or some shit like that.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Because it was the cheese was he played his buddy. I don't know, man. I really liked him in Biodome. I thought him and Baldwin were pretty funny. They were so dumb, and I don't know. I really got into those movies. Like I thought they were great. I thought of something the other night. We sat here and talked about all those Sandler movies, and we just talked about Encino Man with Brendan Fraser and Adam Sandler.
Airheads.
And Steve Buscemi. Yeah, Airheads, man. How could we forget about that one? That was a great movie. Probably because he wasn't the lead role in it, but that was a good movie, man. I really enjoyed that. Maybe that's that and Wayne's World and stuff. It's kind of like influenced all this.
Yeah. I love that movie. And I was just like barely 10 or 11. I wish they would have done 3.
Hey, you never know. They're bringing everything back now.
That's true.
They just made another Bill and Ted a few years ago. And that was, what else did they redo? I don't know. But let's see. You got some kid comedies on here too, like the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. You guys collecting class? You really are ducks.
I liked. I really liked Emilio in the '80s and '90s, but yeah, we'll stick to the Ducks. That was a great like kids movie, but it was kind of like, you remember Three Ninjas?
Yeah.
Another comedy, kids comedy, whatever. Well, there was a bunch of them like that. Like there were a bunch of those kids comedy movies like those. I always wish that I was like one of those kids. Like, oh man, it would be so cool to have that. Like to be ninjas like that. Oh man, that would be so cool to, whatever, insert whatever made them cool in that movie. But I was an only child, so for me, it was just like looking at that. Oh, it'd be cool to have brothers to do that with, you know. And when I just look over at like a stuffed animal or something, like, oh, cool. Now I have 4 kids, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I just had the one. I see why my mom had me and my brother 14 years apart. She takes two of the grandkids, the little ones, and she's like, "Oh my god, they're just too much." I'm like, "Okay, try 4 all the time."
Yeah.
She's like, "This is why I had you and your brother so far apart." I'm like, "My brother said I was not expected. Okay, I was a surprise at a young age because you were 20, and my brother was when you were like 30 something. He was not expected to plan for him. That was by the way, pregnant, you're gonna have a little brother or sister." 9 months later, here comes my brother. Where was I? I was just looking at this. Cool Runnings, man. John Candy, he had great movies. Did you watch that documentary? I haven't
Yeah, I
watched
just
it
watched
yet,
it a
but
couple days ago. It was really good.
I thought that's what you were saying. It looks good. I want to watch it. I loved him in. I mean, some of those movies bleed into the '80s, but I loved him in Uncle Buck and Cool Runnings and stuff like that.
Home
I
Alone.
Cool Runnings was like, what'd you say?
Home Alone.
Oh, he didn't have a big role in that.
No, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Home Alone, man. You know how many times I wanted to build little traps and booby traps and stuff like that. Oh my god. I wish my parents would have left me alone as a kid. I would have made so much stuff. If somebody tried, I would have been like, "Hey, come try to rob my house so I can fuck with you." Like, dude, I thought that was the coolest movie. See, you know what made me so jealous of all these kids in these movies, and it wasn't always like having siblings or this or that. It was snow. So many of these damn movies have snow in them, and growing up in Florida, there's no snow. Like our coldest days are like I can't tell you a single day that I've lived down here where the high has been in the 40s. When the high's in the 50s, everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's gonna freeze." We have freeze warnings where like the temperature will drop below 32 at night, and people like you drive down the road and you see all these plants with like sheets covering them up and stuff because people don't want their plants to freeze and die. I remember when I was in school, we thought it was the coolest thing ever. Like the night, here that night, where at some point, um, somebody from the school would go and spray the trees. So in the morning when we would get there would be like icicles on the trees, on the leaves and stuff. And every year, uh, different places down here have big snow mounds where you can go and play on a big pile of snow, and it's just like shaved ice. I imagine it's like what an ant feels like, a snow cone, you know. It's about what it is. In Orlando at the Gaylord Palms Hotel, fancy. Uh, they have this big convention center thing, and every year for like half of November and all of December, and I think into January, it's this giant like ice place. Like they give you parkas to put on, like as part of the thing. Like they have like rental parkas, whatever. You can bring your own, whatever, but like there's slides, there's mazes, there's all kinds of stuff you can do and whatever. I've never gone, but my mom's taking the kids. Looks fun. I want to go now. I like cold.
Uh, I like warm.
Let's swap.
Yeah.
You can, you can come live in hot swamp ass Florida, and I'll go live up in the mountains.
All right.
Don't tempt me. My wife would be like, start packing. She's ready. We'll even swap houses. You can have this one. I'll live in your little house on the prairie, whatever you call it, house. Doesn't bother me.
All right. I'll see if I can arrange it.
We'll just swap it up. Um, yeah, right. There's no way these grandkids. There's no way my kids would let us take like all of their grandparents. Like my mom and my dad, they divorced when I was a kid, but they live in the same town, like as we do. And her dad and her mom are divorced, but they both live like 30, 40 minutes away. So we'd be taking the kids away from all the grandparents. All of them. Which means no sitters. Oh, and my sister-in-law too. Like, she's got a kid the same age as my daughter, and a step
We'll
kid
just
the
do
same
the
age as the
trading
older
kids.
two.
Instead of trading spouses, do trading kids.
Oh yeah, like you and your wife move here, me and my wife move there, and
Yeah, you gotta deal with my kids, and I gotta deal with your kids.
deal. I mean, the fact that you have 3 instead of 4 alone, and then on top of that, one of yours is already out of the house and just comes home for whatever, and the other one is also in high school and should be more self-sufficient. But tell her about my 12-year-old that does her own laundry, continues to keep her own room clean, takes care of herself, like always brushes her teeth, does like face scrubs and stuff after she takes a bath, and like she's very neat, helps with the kids, picks up after herself, picks up like helps pick up when it needs to be done, like very sweet. You tell her no, she doesn't argue with you or keep begging or anything, just says okay. She's 12.
Now mine thinks she needs to get paid. I'm like, no.
Yeah, yeah, she's 12. Now, our oldest turns 14 in a couple weeks. He's an entirely different story. Okay. He is the complete opposite of her. It's insane. They can make a 90s comedy out of my life. It'd be like a National Lampoon's movie. Oh man. Some Vegas Vacation. That was a good one. It's not often that sequels are better than the originals, but I think Christmas Vacation and Vegas Vacation were better than the first two.
I like the first one.
The first one was good. It's a classic. It sets the tone for all the movies, but my favorite will always be the Christmas one. But I really like the Vegas one too. It was funny.
With
Nick
Christina Applegate.
Papadopoulos. Yeah, Nick Papadopoulos.
Oh yeah.
The the Rusty. I think the Johnny Galecki Rusty was better though. From the first three,
Oh yeah.
the original one, the European, and the Christmas one. Johnny Galecki
Yeah.
from Big Bang Theory,
Yeah. Leonard.
and Roseanne. Yeah, and Roseanne. I liked him in those. I think he was a good Russ.
He was in Vegas too.
No, he wasn't. I
Oh
was saying I liked him better because, like, in those movies, he was funnier. I liked him. He played a better Rusty.
yeah.
And then they
Yeah. I thought so
switched.
too.
Yeah, they switched it in the Vegas one and made the older, kid, and then they made that new one, and he was the lead, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it. It wouldn't be the same. Too many reboots of the classic movies being redone that shouldn't, with new actors and stuff. Like, quit messing with Ghostbusters. Just call it something else, you know. But leave
Yeah.
it alone.
Come up with something original. Like, don't steal from our shit.
Yeah, like, and not only that, but don't, like, it's not that they're even stealing from it. It's like they're trying to do a new cast and a new story, but they're trying to piggyback off of the success of the name, the brand. Like, they could have made an entirely different Jurassic Park, you know, instead of doing the whole Jurassic World and following along as sequels. They could have just made a whole new dinosaur movie with Chris Pratt. Why did it have to be It's an entirely different cast. None of the same people are there. They only make mild references to the original movies. So, other than stealing the name and the concept, like, just make the original movie. Just change it up a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Same
I
thing with
agree.
like Ghostbusters. Like, quit trying to bring Paul Rudd in to save it and make it cool. Like,
And then make an
you
all
ruined it.
girl one.
Yeah, you ruined it with the female reboot. Now you're trying to save the name with Paul Rudd, and it's not working. Like, just leave it alone. I think I think the Ninja Turtles in the rubber costumes were the perfect Ninja Turtles. I don't think they should have ever done more. I don't have any issue with them doing a bunch of cartoon ones because, I want today's kids to be into it too. But, like, as far as live action, man, they shouldn't have done one with Green Arrow dude and Megan Fox. Like, they should have just left it be.
I agree.
Now, I am a little bit concerned about the new movie that's coming, The Last Ronin. Have you heard of it?
Nuh-uh.
It's the newest Ninja Turtle movie, and it's rated R
That's crazy.
because they all die. There's like a dark, what do they call those? Graphic novel, not comic. It's a dark comics, graphic novel, whatever. There's it's called The Last Ronin. It's like a set of comic books, whatever, and like Shredder comes back, and like one by one, like they all get killed in these battles where they're just like overpowered and can't hold on, whatever. And then Michelangelo is the only one that's left alive, and he's going on this like warpath, John Wick style, like John Wick Ninja Turtle. uh, just trying to whatever, and then I guess he ends up dying in a final battle with Shredder or something. Like, they both die. Like, what the fuck, man?
That's weird.
They should have never made that comic. They should have just left it with the tubular guys eating pizza and fighting the clumsy 90s bad guys that seem tough but like trip over each other and always like stand still just in time to get punched or kicked. They go whoa, and then they stand there and wait for you to kick them in the head. And they always roll perfectly when you throw them. Like, you gotta love those cheesy effects. But like I think I said in a different episode, the practical effects in the '90s were better.
Yeah.
The explosions, the puppets, the everything, man. It was better than I think it was better than today's cheesy CGI stuff. Like, so much of it you can look at and be like, yeah, it's obviously CGI. Film movies in green screen rooms. Like, these actors are just dressed up in a room with a bunch of green shapes. Like, it looks like one of those gymnastics places, just everything's green. I gotta applaud the actors today because, like, back in the day with effects, there was an explosion. Like, it happened. It went boom. Pieces of rubble and stuff flew. Like, that was what happened in those movies. Look at the damn Blues Brothers movies with how many cop cars they ruined in that last scene.
Yeah.
Like, like those that happened. Stuntmen, coordinators, the effects guys that were the pyrotechnics, like all these different things and set builders and all that. Now it's just like a green room, and actors have to go in there dressed up in full costume and sit on this green log and say it's a dragon, and like pet it and rub it like it's real, and it's just green felt. And they do it, man. They, kudos to them. They get up there and do it too. I don't like it.
I couldn't do it.
Like Avatar movie,
No.
Game of Thrones. Like I saw behind the scenes stuff of Game of Thrones, and like freaking Khaleesi is like on the back of a giant green log, like holding on to these little rubber things, make it like the things, and winds fans blowing. She's riding that dragon. It looks, pretty badass in the final cut, but to have to like genuinely act and believe that that's what's going on when you're really just on a green log. Looking into a fan and a camera. These Marvel movies, like so much of that stuff is filmed in the big green room. Star Wars movies, all these movies with all these awesome effects, like so much of it's filmed just in a giant green warehouse. They don't make stuff like they used to.
Anything. Technology's come a long way.
It's all about quick, easy, and cheap, not built to last or done right or effort and thought and creativity put into it. Like, how many things from the 90s were ripoffs of old stuff from the 70s and 80s and 60s? Like, not much.
No.
I mean, they made some live action movies like, but that's the first time it had been done, and they just made a real life cartoon. Space Jam, that was off of Looney Tunes, but that was again a cartoon that they made into a live action thing, and it wasn't like they ripped it off from somewhere else. That was an original idea. And then what happens? They go and make a sequel to it with LeBron James because they couldn't come up with anything on their own. They either they try to cast in a new or in the same story. Basically, they just remake the movie with people, maybe drop in a cameo from one of the originals to try to get people to go, oh, it's him, but where's the creativity? It's just laziness. Like the Marvel movies, dude. Like you had a couple that had some success, so it's like, let's see how far we can run this Marvel into the ground. Like, how many shows and movies can we make that people are going to go pay to watch a spinoff or a separate storyline to a bigger story? And then do it, man. How many movies are there out there? Probably like 50, right? Something like that. And then all the shows. And then the cartoons. Same thing with Star Wars. There's nine movies in the story, but they have all these other spinoffs, the Solo movie and Endor, or not Endor, Rogue One, and like all this other, these shows, these cartoons, like there's so much that they just, the success of those original movies from the 70s and 80s, and they just like made an empire off of it.
And then there's the series too, like all those shows, like Baby Yoda. Yeah.
Mandalorian, Ahsoka Tano, the Clone Wars cartoon, all of it, man. Kenobi, they find something that's successful, like the original Star Wars movies. the original Marvel story characters, whatever, and then they just keep running it into the ground. I mean, look at the cheesy Batman. Like, those were great. Jim Carrey's the Riddler. Tommy Lee Jones is Two-Face with the bad rubber mask burn, and then they go and remake them all with the Dark Knight, like Christian Bale, dark side of the Batman story. Let's take what's always been a kid superhero and family-friendly movies and make it rated R with a bunch of death and killing and
like the Joker.
Heath Ledger ended up killing himself because of that role. Like, look at the Batman from Michael Keaton to that,
Yeah.
You got Danny DeVito as the Penguin. You think Danny DeVito looked at his life like, man, I got to leave Batman alone. Spider-Man, how many times can you remake the same story? How many different trilogies did they make with the same actors? They made like 3 with Tobey Maguire. They made 3 with the Andrew Garfield dude. And then they've had a whole bunch of them with
Tom Holland.
Yeah. And then they blend them all together with the MCU, multiverse, whatever. But it's like, same thing with Batman. How many different Batmans have there been? There were 3 in the 90s. Batman Returns came out in like 92 or something like that. So there's Keaton, then Kilmer, then Clooney.
Mm-hmm. And that was just the 90s.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Since then, they've had Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, and Robert Pattinson.
And now they did a series on the Penguin with Colin Farrell.
Oh yeah. I saw that. And they've done the spinoff with the Titans with Robin's character.
Yeah.
I mean, I get like the comics, you come up with all these new heroes and you make like stories out of it. You make you have a whole spin-off comic of them, and it tells the story of the different people and creates a little universe within the comics. Yeah, I get that. But like, just because Iron Man and Thor and stuff were successful, it doesn't mean we need to bring out every B-rate superhero and give them a show. Who the fuck is Moon Knight? Did you know that one before the series?
Oh.
Neither did I. What's another one? Miss Marvel? Who?
That Miss Maisel one?
Yeah, that one. Who the hell
yeah.
Who are the Eternals? I don't ever remember hearing about the Eternals in
me either.
Any of the cartoons, whatever. They keep redoing the X-Men, but Hugh Jackman he's the lightning rod to the X-Men. Like, he's been in every X-Men they've done. He's the only actor that's played the same role throughout. Like, there has not been another Wolverine in any of the series because he is Wolverine.
Yeah.
Name another actor that would play that role better than him.
No. No one.
Even close to it. Nobody. He did a great job with that. I like those cheesy X-Men from the 90s, like the original movies with Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen and all them. Like, I like those, man. I think those superhero movies where they're just kind of like cheesy, I think those are the best because those are like the family friendly. Everybody can go see it, have fun, doesn't push any limits. It's not too violent. It's like the cheesy. It's not quite the bam pow biff, from the Adam West days, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Those are my favorite. Pow, bam, ping, boom, bah.
Whiff.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, how could I? We can't move on from 90s comedies without talking about Robin Williams.
Oh.
Man, Mrs. Doubtfire was just great. Jumanji,
yeah.
Flubber. He was a very raunchy comedian too. His live on Broadway stand up. Oh my god, dude. It was one of the funniest stand ups I've ever seen. It's like Bob Saget though. Like you see him in Full House and then you hear a stand up and you're like, this is the same guy. This is Danny Tanner. Yeah. And it's just funny because like you see his stand up from before that, and it's like, how did they cast this guy to be that role?
like when he was in I think he was Half Baked. He's all, I suck dick for coke.
I remember him in Entourage. He was a douche. Man. I liked it. I liked Flubber though. I liked the those family movies in the 90s.
I know it was a cartoon, but I liked him in Aladdin.
Oh, I loved him in Aladdin. He's the only genie. Will Smith did not do justice like at all. But we can't leave out Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
He was great in the Beverly Hills Cop movies, and I think the third one came out in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Wally World. But
I liked him in Coming to America.
Coming to America, that was great. But I think that was 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
But Daddy Daycare, Nutty Professor, Dr. Dolittle, like he just had so many good ones in the 90s. And then of course being the voice of Donkey from Shrek.
Oh yeah.
It's just so many of these 90s comedians, Chris Rock, like Adam Sandler, Dana Carvey, Chris Farley, all these guys like from SNL, they made the best comedies in the 90s. Like those movies like people still watch those movies now, go back and watch them and find them hilarious. Like even Good Burger. My kids like that.
I've never seen it.
What's wrong with you? Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? It's super corny, but it's good. Did you never watch all that?
Some of it, a little bit of it, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I've seen the skits, yeah.
It was like the kids' SNL.
Yeah.
And the Good Burger skit is where that came from. Like that was one of their skits that turned into a movie, kind of like Wayne's World. I don't know, man. There's just so many good ones, so many great comedies, and I don't think we're being biased because that was like the decade that we look back at all the nostalgia. I don't think it's just because of that. I think they're genuinely better movies.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I
The
don't think
60s, 70s, and into the 80s had the best music. I think the 90s had some of the best movies, just in general. Not even just comedies. Like they had some of the best blockbuster movies that continue to get rebooted and ripped off today. Like we mentioned, Jurassic Park. Um, Armageddon was a great movie. Deep Impact, Volcano, a lot of great movies about natural disasters. Perfect Storm. That might have been 2000s. Either way, great war movies. The Patriot, Braveheart. Great shows. Just doesn't compare these days.
no.
But Simpsons still hold true. They're a family that's gone through it just like the rest of us. It's like I've grown up and they've always been there, but they're going through the same world that we are. Like kids have cell phones in The Simpsons now. I remember
Yeah.
Krusty. The phone ringing in the kitchen and the long cord and hello. Oh, it's for you, Lisa. Like now they just bust out their cell phone and see the text or whatever. Like Tim McGraw said it best. I miss back when. Back when I was go smoke. Man. Great 90s country, great comedies, great whatever. Feel free to chat whenever you want, Garth.
Just, I can't think of anything else.
I will say, I'm not mad at them for doing the Mario movie. I know that was a game from the 90s, but that was a really good movie. And my kids love it, and it made them love Mario, which makes me very excited and happy.
They did a Super Mario Brothers movie with John Leguizamo. But I think that was in the 80s.
Was it? I thought it was 90s.
Was it?
It was awful. It was awful.
Yeah.
This one's way better.
Yeah.
And what else? Oh, Mortal Kombat. That was a game that got made into the movies. I like the 90s versions. I did, but I also really, really like this new one they did. And I'm looking forward to seeing the second one.
Like the one they did for HBO Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
I actually think they did justice to the original. They kept the characters the same. Like obviously they can't do the same actors, they're old. But they kept the story. Like they just did a little more backstory to the characters. But they kept it like the movie, and I like that. Like they didn't change the characters.
But the original had Veronica Vaughn.
She's a hot piece of ass. I know from experience.
No, you don't.
Yeah, no, But this guy I know, him and her, got it on.
Well, no, they didn't.
Yeah, but you can imagine if they did. Oh man, what a great movie from a great actor. I miss Chris Farley.
Me too.
Tommy Boy, his role in Billy Madison, the fucking Chippendale sketch. Oh God, just so many good. Like he was just great.
He plays the security guy in Wayne's World too.
Yes. He was just great in everything, man. Like he just made you laugh and smile. Like I would have loved to have hung out with him. It would have been fun.
And his van down by the river.
Yes. Yes, the motivational speaker. While Christina Applegate and David Spade tried their best to not laugh hysterically, they did pretty good at keeping a straight face, considering like he fell through a table and everything. I want to say that part wasn't scripted, right? Like he wasn't supposed to fall through that. Yeah, he lost his balance and crashed through it, and it just rolled with it.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was great. I miss when there used to be music videos on the music video channels. When you didn't
there ain't anymore.
Yeah, now you just got to go to YouTube to watch it or Vivo. It doesn't play on TV anymore. It's all reality shows. MTV is music television. That's what it stands for. When it started in the 80s, all it did was play music videos. And then in the 90s, they started introducing shows, but they still made majority of it about music. Is anything on MTV now music related?
No. I mean, if you want to be technical about it, once a year, the Music Awards.
But I knew that's what you're saying. MTV Music Awards. Yeah, now it's teen pregnancies and reality show competitions and
Catfish.
Yeah, it's just like it's millennial TV now. It's not music television. They switched the M from music to millennial. If video killed the radio star, what killed MTV? Reality show killed the music video show?
The ridiculousness.
You know, I liked Robin Big. That show was funny.
I liked Robin Big.
Robin Big was great. And say what we want about MTV, but they gave us Jackass.
Yeah.
And all the spinoffs and all the crazy shit that those dudes did. Thank you, MTV. Thank you. Gave us Beavis and Butthead too. But yeah, VH1 and CMT, like none of them play music anymore. They're all just like wall-to-wall reality shows.
Garbage. Yeah, I don't even think BET shows videos anymore.
They don't even do like countdowns.
No, they just do like Living Single.
Yeah, they'll throw like 50 episodes of that up, but they won't play any music videos. But BET is not specifically a music channel.
Oh, that's true.
It's Black Entertainment Television. That's what the BET stands for, right? So, you know, give them a pass. But when your literal name of your channel is music television, you got to have some kind of music, bro.
I think they just think it's the theme song that has to have music.
That's the majority of the music played. Yeah. And that brings us to bedtime, right?
Yeah, it's time.
It is. So I think we'll probably just keep rolling with the 90s next week, but maybe branch out of the movies and into something else.
Sounds good.
Come back, tune in, and you'll see what we talk about. Till then, see you next week.
Good night.